Anybody home?
How about that? We got something else in common now.
Why, yes. Thank you.
Chainsaw Bear!
Chainsaw!
Oh, man. Hi, welcome to Binge Buddies. Off the Chainsaw. Thank you, Joel, for that title. It really took the first one we heard, because now that's it. That's the winner. Which
Joel Riley named a show!
Is this the first one you named?
No,
I
he did
did
Hockey
Jason.
Mask. You're right.
Yeah.
That's
That
right.
was a good one.
Yeah.
So your two contributions are, what was it?
Homicides, Hooters, and
Homicides.
Hockey Mask.
Yeah, Homicides, Hooters, and Hockey Mask. And now Off the Chainsaw. Yeah, these are great titles.
Joel
Thank you.
delivers.
Thank
He
you.
delivers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still have your guys' titles on there too, of the Reef and your Shark Boy. Let's get rid of those.
I guess I could have deleted that when I logged in today.
It's all good. I could still do it for you until we haven't done this for a second. Goodbye, the Reef. We don't need to ever think about you again. Or Joel, apparently.
What did you do?
Device
You
not
hold-
connected.
You hold Joel in the highest esteem that you hold the Reef.
Oh, God, he's still dead. It's just that creepy Sonic thing.
Joel's form of protest was so bad for the Reef that he left the show.
I mean, I don't blame him. It was a real bad show.
Yeah, I had mercifully forgotten about that movie until we logged in today, and I saw that under your name.
Oh, he's back.
Hey, he's back.
Yeah.
Did you just like rage rip the webcam out or something?
No. I was
Fucking
trying. I was trying to troll you guys with Sonic, and then I just shut everything off. So mission failed.
So you might have noticed there was a little bit of a different intro this week. We got some new music, got some new editing. Oh, the same editor, but new editing. So big thanks to John Hardesty and then Alejandro. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm going to butcher your last name. Corridor, I believe, for writing that music. He's a buddy of mine from work. We were just he was asking about my podcast. I showed it to him. He's like, you could use some new music. I'm like, have at it, dude. And he wrote that, and it was a ton of fun. So I'm digging
Well
it.
done, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on rips. That's really
it's-
good.
Yeah.
That's not that our old one was bad. I loved the old one, but that was getting a little stale. So we freshened it up with some guitar riffs.
Yeah,
Welcome to this show.
the new song is Off the Chain.
Yeah. So here we are. Ryan had written a whole bunch of intros for today, and I don't remember what they all were. Hold on, can I pull them up? Apparently no. Oh no.
Yeah, I can do it.
There's my dad jokes. Okay, so we have the lead in today is that, hey, spooky season's here, so here's our new horror season.
There's that.
There's that one.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Says season too much.
Sure. With the release of our monster Ed Gein, the new show Monster about Ed Gein, we thought we'd
Don't
address
release him.
horror. He's gonna make a nipple chair out of us. The fact that he made a nipple chair is just so fucking weird. It's gross and wrong and horrible and all those things, but also just weird. Who wants to sit on nipples anyhow?
But if it's on your back, maybe it's like one of them massage chairs.
Oh yeah. Deep
Why-
tissue.
I don't think
Matt
nipples...
wants vibrating nipples. That's what we're
Vibrating
learning
nipple
today.
chair. Well, you and Ed Gein,
Yeah.
man. Two of you who've ever wanted that. Sorry, I got lost in the nipple chair of it all. So we thought address the horror franchise inspired by Ed Gein. There we go. That was a good one. And then, well, it happened. We're finally gonna let Brian let his chainsaw freak flag fly. All good intros, and as you can see in my title, I'm still a chainsaw enthusiast. I don't know when I became such a big fan of chainsaws, but I guess I am. Why deny who you are? And this is the franchise for that. We're talking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or I guess Minnesota Chainsaw Massacre is where, or Wisconsin Chainsaw Massacre. Is that where Wisconsin? That is. But
I don't think Ed Gein ever used a chainsaw though.
I mean, I thought he did once. I thought
One
that was the
time,
whole
I
thing.
think.
Like one time, like that's enough for us. He's a chainsaw murderer now. But they really go all in on the like the furniture made out of people. That one was he did do that, and the family goes a little crazy with that.
Well, it was like Psycho was based on Ed Gein as well, if I remember rightly.
Yep.
Psycho, Hannibal, anybody that wears a face, Ed Gein.
Yeah.
That was an Ed Gein thing, which is great. You know, good stuff.
They gave us Leatherface.
Leatherface is a gross character. Although I do have to appreciate, like in all of these movies that we've had, he's the first one. Like we've done all these franchises. I guess Freddy did because Freddy was much later. Like, but like he's named as Leatherface right in the first movie. Like we don't. There's no like going to find your iconography. Like they don't ever call Michael Myers the Shape in the first Halloween, or I think really ever. Do they?
No, it was just called The Shape in the script.
Yeah, in the credits.
That's right. Yeah.
Did they call him Leatherface in the first movie?
Oh yeah,
They do. Yeah.
Like in the actual movie? I thought I remember them saying Bubba or something like that.
No,
That's
two.
the second one.
That's the
that's
two.
the second one?
Yeah,
All
two they
right.
call him Bubba. But
It's
in the first
the
one, like
hitchhiker.
the
Come on,
hitchhiker's like-
Leatherface.
Okay. All right.
And then
All
you
right.
know, then the cook dad just calls him your brother. No, what? Look, your brother looked at the door. Like,
What I like as well is in the first one, it's very subtle. There's 3 different Leatherface masks, and it's like different aspects of his character. So like in one of them, he's wearing like a mask that's got like makeup and everything like that when he's trying to be like more domesticated and with the apron and stuff like that. And like
also
I
changes
never
the voice a
realized
little
that
bit then,
until
but
like watching it this time around. And I think it's just like paying more attention, like noticing the subtle differences in
and
the
then
masks.
There's the one where like he's preparing the food, so the eye holes are bigger, and that's when he goes to sit down in the chair when he's trying to figure things out. And you just see his eyes. So
I totally skipped on our intros this week, so I did not give you any. Should I still do it at this point, or do you think we're deep enough in?
Well, let's introduce ourselves. We might be having new listeners. People are going, I don't know who these people are. We need
are these
names.
guys?
Who are these very unorganized, just diving into the talking about the leather faces before we've even talked about the movie? Like, man, we're
Why is there 3 Americans and 1 weird British person? What the fuck is going on here?
Okay,
Or is it
so
one,
our weird
is it
British
one British person or 3 weird Americans?
That's true.
Or 4 weird people and 3 of them are Americans.
We have Matt, Zombie Dog, Joshua Anderson, Dykes.
is this serial killers?
No.
I'm going to say, that doesn't sound a very
I feel
serial
we've done
killer
serial
name.
killers too. At some
Are these
point.
famous chefs?
We have Joel. Oh, hold on, clicked away from it.
Bobby
Big
Flay.
Lurch DeWitt.
Big
Big
Lurch.
Lurch.
They're tall people.
Yep, that's what I'm going for. Just
Nice.
tall people.
All right.
Again. Like,
No, it's not tall people. And then we have Ryan Richard Cheese Lutens.
Who the
Oh
hell
my
are
God.
these people?
Dick
Sorry, it's not-
cheese.
Sorry, it's not Richard Cheese. I said Richard Cheese because I knew Richard. It's Richard Chase. Sorry,
That's
Richard Cheese.
That's less fun.
Richard Chase is a serial killer, though, isn't he?
He is.
Do you
So it
guys
is serial
know-
killers. Or is it
It's
cannibals?
not-
Is it
it's
specifically
cannibals.
cannibals?
All right.
Yeah.
Technically, they're serial killers as well. I'll have you know.
Sometimes.
You know what's great about this, and this might be too soon, is that if we ever run out of names, we can just take all the survivors from the plane crash in the Andes.
I mean, that
Too
would be
soon?
pretty funny. I mean, I was gonna start with Matt Army Hammer Dykes, but I thought that'd be too soon too. But that was not
every
confirmed.
Anytime I think of that plane crash, though, I always think of the Simpsons joke about the film Alive. It's like, no thanks to the plane, we're all still alive.
Ooh, can you hand me some more, Bill? All right, so the very few things I know about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I've seen the movies, but that's kind of where my interest stopped. Like I saw all, I think I've seen all of them. There might be 1 or 2 in there that I missed. But beyond that, I'm like, all right, yeah, they were fun. I like the iconography of Texas. I mean, I'm wearing the shirt today, as I did in the intro video, if you guys caught there. I've always loved just the image of Leatherface, specifically this shot on my shirt. Like the end shot of 1 is so iconic and so perfect. But beyond that, I'm just like, yeah, they're fun movies with a guy with the chainsaw. Is there anybody else on this show who's like, this is one of their favorite franchises? I don't think so, based on knowing you guys for so many years. But
No.
I've only seen the first two.
I enjoy it. I own majority of them, but I think it's a very important franchise because without this, we wouldn't get the horror that we have today. I mean, this predates Halloween, and this was, shoestring budget like Halloween, but there's just something more visceral about this. You have Halloween that has more production value, and this one is more grainy, and it's just it's like you're watching a documentary. It just makes it feel that much more real and visceral, and you have a gut reaction. We were talking in the chat. There's hardly any gore in this movie, but there is gore. You've got dude getting bashed over the head. You got a girl getting hung up. You got an old man
on a meat hook. Like that scene is rough. Yeah, and then not to mention the killer is wearing someone's face.
Right, and so, but it's not bloody at all, and so that what makes this movie transcend time is how much it was able to push the envelope before the envelope ever got pushed.
Yeah, I mean, and then you look at things this thing created. I mean, maybe not like there's some Italian films that might have beaten it to it, but like as far as like American cinema go, this is our first Final Girl.
Yeah,
like everyone wants to give that to Jamie Lee because she might have perfected it, but Sally was first. And she really does exactly what a Final Girl does. She's the only one there, runs constantly from the bad guy, like
screams
outsmarts
a
him
lot.
at the end, screams a lot.
doesn't try to kill him, just tries to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, like so. There's a lot of that's like, this is where a lot of what we take for granted in horror comes from, which is fun from a historic point of view. The movie itself is very unnerving and not the most pleasant to watch, but I still really like it. I think it's a really, really good movie.
I think it's really funny because I have a very distinct memory of being like 10 or 11 and seeing that it was on TV, and my mum was like, really like, you are not watching that. It's so violent. It's so gory. It's so disgusting. You'll have nightmares. I mean, yeah, she's right. I probably would have had nightmares, but not because it's violent or gory, because there's no real blood or gore in the film. It's all in your head. Like you fill in the blanks.
Well,
for
the exception
most
of putting
part.
the girl on the meat hook. I'd say that crosses the line into gore.
But you don't see the hook going through. It's like it goes up and then you just sort of see it hanging there. You don't see it poking through. But
that's true. But you still see her pick her up and put her on a hook.
You
like, it's not like that.
You feel that. Come on, like
that one. Is,
no, you do. Like but that's what I'm saying. It's implied. You don't see the visceral gore elements of it. It's all just kind of like. It's from sound design. It's from just the general atmosphere of it. Like it's not like in the second one, for example, where there is so much blood and gore and everything. But it doesn't. The first one doesn't have that. But it is still. There's just this very. It's very unsettling.
Yeah.
Like I had.
That's my first note. Is this movie's super unnerving?
Yeah. There's just some. There's like an underlying sort of. I don't know, like atmosphere to it that just makes you feel on edge.
I mean, the very first thing we get as an audience is the sound of the camera, which is unnerving.
Yeah.
Then you get the decomposing skeleton looking extra ripe, and that's all you get. Like that is your first image and your first sight.
Yeah.
Or first sound, minus John Larroquette, which thank you, John Larroquette, for the amazing.
Great VO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking
Predates Star Wars.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking a marijuana joint as payment.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it. That was all he got paid, apparently.
Toby reached out. He goes, "You can just offer me a joint. I'll do it." And he did, and it was great. And it's one of the best intro voiceovers I think we've ever gotten in film. So, but I mean, it's just the opening really
I don't have your keys.
the stage for what you're looking at. So,
Kick Joel out for a second while he's talking to his wife.
so it's that.
That sound design is fantastic.
Yeah.
That of the sort because you hear the flash and then that sort of
clicking, the rotating of the
and then the almost like the burnout sound of the flashbulb. It's very like again that sound is very unnerving. There's just something about that sound where you're sitting there. That's all you're seeing. You're just seeing this sort of like almost like a flash. Well, there is the flash, and then you've seen like these images that you can't exactly make out what it is, and then there's that sound behind it as well, and then the images start to come in more in focus.
The slow pan.
Yeah, and then like you said, and then from like minute one at that point, there's something very unnerving, right? And it's another one of those things that predates a lot of these other horror films where it's like this is a true story. This actually happened. No, it didn't.
No,
but it's doing that thing of like this is real, like like Blair Witch did it, and people will sort of like say, oh, this is a real story, and like all the stuff around Blair Witch, like acting as if it's the first one that ever did that, but it's not. It's Chainsaw did it first. Chainsaw did a lot of things first, which you just sort of like you don't realize at the time because there's a lot of ones that I'm not saying they did it better, but just did it in a more memorable way, like Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis being the first final girl. Like there's something more memorable about that.
Well, because you got to know her character more than you do Sally. Sally doesn't really like. She's not bad.
You care about Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween. You don't. I mean, I didn't really give two shits about any of these characters, to be honest. Like Franklin's insufferable, and I was glad when he got chainsawed.
Which one's Franklin?
The wheelchair.
The one in the wheelchair.
Yeah. I felt bad for Franklin.
I did too. When he's in the bottom of the house and like, you guys are all go great upstairs, and it's like, oh, this poor guy.
Here's the difference with Sally. Here's the difference with Sally and Laurie Strode. Sally's just fighting to survive. Like she is running, she's getting out, she's just looking for escape. Jamie Lee Curtis as a final girl fights back. The needle in the neck, the knife. That's the difference. So I think when you have Sally retreating in insanity versus Laurie taking a stand, that's where you get your definition of final girl. Whereas this is just a survivor, and she's still a final girl, but there's the final girl that we have accepted, like the one that's going to beat the killer. That's the difference, because Leatherface was never defeated by or injured by Sally. He only chainsawed his leg because he got a wrench to the face.
But I agree with everything you're saying, but I also feel like the movie does not give her the opportunity to win.
To fight.
Yeah, like Leatherface
he's surrounded by cannibals.
Surrounded by cannibals, but then like you look at, say, like my big guy back here with Jason or Michael Myers or even Freddy to a certain extent. They like to tenderize their food. They like to play with their meal before they attack. They do that slow stalking thing. Leatherface is on your ass with a chainsaw at all times. There's no sneaking around. He is ready to murder
your meat. Yep, he just wants your meat.
Well, this is also the story of just them having a string of home intruders.
Yeah,
I mean, this family had no plans to take these kids and then slaughter them. They just kept showing up, and Leatherface was just like
defending his home.
What are you doing to my house? Wait,
get off my property!
Oh my God, they keep coming! Like we don't have enough freezer space for all these guys.
What I like is like that first introduction to Leatherface is the guy in the house, and he just like literally just comes around the corner, just like thump, and the sound design of that hammer hitting him in the head, and then like just his body just twitching out. It's just creepy.
The door slam is so good, iconic. Like
you want to talk about the brutality and pain. Audio design is very important in what makes it work here, because it is not some long lingering thing. It's a flashpoint when they do that, and the hammer is more focused here than the chainsaw. A lot of the kills are done with a hammer or blunt force instrument. You even at the end with the grandpa had been given the hammer, and it's like, okay, he's half dropping it. Oh, he hits her in the head, and it's like a dull thud instead of an actual kill shot.
But he promises it's gonna be one hit. He's the best killer around.
Yeah.
They say that twice. Like we'll find out next week as well.
He doesn't do much better next week. He gets a couple of better thunks in next week, but not much better. But here, let's see if the trailer has any of this famed sound effects. I honestly don't know. I haven't watched this one. This is the 50th anniversary trailer, so this is from last year.
We'll see. I'm sure it will.
Everybody hear it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, even Joel.
Cinematography in this movie is
top notch. It's so good.
I kind of feel like as well with this film, it looks like you know, like how we talked about in Phantasm. It's a lot of amateurs just sound like trying to figure out how to make this work. I kind of feel like this is the same with this as well, because it's super low budget.
But like, you look at this, and this is like the blueprint for Platinum
Don't go
Dunes
in,
horror
Kurt.
movies.
Yeah.
Like, ouch.
Wham.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kurt. Pam's
Good
next.
timing.
Bye, Pam.
Like, this is actually, for an anniversary trailer, this is pretty good. I like all the quotes from like legit people are like
There it
That's
is.
that sound of the.
Yep.
You can make him stop doing
This is proof that for some of these horror movies that get ultra bloody and violent, that it can distract from the kind of disturbed and the dread and the
Texas
visceral
Chainsaw Massacre.
pain.
Hey, John Larroquette.
It goes back to what you guys mentioned about like the kicking on the ground, almost like they're
Yeah.
having a seizure from
Yeah.
the blood loss. Like that, it feels real in a way that some of these over-the-top slashers or other horror movies don't in that way. And I think that's part of
I
what
think
makes
it's-
it unsettling.
Well, it makes it
I think
still,
it's the head wound as well. Like the head wound, it's almost like the brain synapses just firing off, and it's just causing that twitching thing. Because like that's one of the things that they
Especially
say
if you're-
that
you're-
a lot of films won't show. Like if like someone gets shot in the head or really hit hard in the head, the body starts twitching because the brain is still kind of like firing off synapses for
Well,
quite a
especially-
while after you're dead.
Especially if your skull's caved in.
Yeah.
I mean, you have someone as big as Gunnar Hansen, right? A powerful dude portraying Leatherface. And he's just coming down on top. Like, just to have Gunnar Hansen as Leatherface, a huge imposing dude that can do so much with his eyes behind the mask, and just have it, there's no coming back, whether it's a hammer or a chainsaw, this guy is lethal.
oh yeah, and, like
Yeah.
not since like when we were talking about like Kane Hodder in like Final Fantasy, Friday.
Final Fantasy the
This
13th.
podcast just got weird.
Friday the 13th Part 7, have we talked about somebody who just has like that, when he's in the room, you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like this guy nails that. Because like there's not a ton of Leatherface in this movie. Like this movie, like its pacing is very like these kids are on a road trip and there's some kind of creepy people, and then Leatherface shows up. Like,
But just the effectiveness of him. I mean, when Pam is running out of the building and she makes it outside, but then those giant arms just grab her and she's like out, like her arms and legs are both out. You're like, that just conveys
That's
so much, how much power.
That's
And think
carrying
of
carrying your child to bed.
Right.
oh yeah. But think of like how many movies have now ripped off that shot. Like we even talked about, was it Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie one? Is that the one where I forget her name?
No,
running
it's Daniel Harris. It's the first one where she runs out and he just grabs her and pulls her back.
Oh yeah, like that's straight out of this. Like
Yeah.
I feel like Jason's done it at some point, but I could be wrong.
Probably.
But like
There might have been a sleeping bag at the time.
sure, but like it's a very standard horror movie shot that like, oh, they're free, and no, they're not. It's like,
Yeah.
oof. But to something you guys have been kind of hitting on, then we're gonna start moving through the movie. Is that like the realism of this one versus a lot of these other older horror movies? Like you go back and watch the original Halloween, it's still a great film, and
There's
you're still
still
gonna enjoy
production
it.
value to it.
Yeah, and it's still like, I still think it might even be a better film than Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it's like you're able to lose yourself in the movie of it all. Of like, no matter how scared you are, this is a pretty standard by the numbers slasher. We're gonna be just fine. There's the guy in the mask. This, I know who's gonna run away. Like, you know the formula enough by now. Like being here in the future, that it's not that scary. This movie to me is still very unnerving. Knowing, like, I know, because I know the last shot, like I know the back of my hand. Like I know Sally's gonna be fine-ish, but I also don't feel like Sally's fine at the end of this movie. Like I feel like
no.
the bad guy really wins in this one. Compared to a lot of the other horror movies where the bad guy's kind of like, yeah, you know, like Michael Myers, like he got shot a whole bunch, he fell off this thing, but he got up and walked away. I still feel like he, by the numbers, lost in that movie, even though he got to walk away. I don't feel that for Leatherface. I mean, beyond Sally getting away, I still feel like he overall won because she's not okay at the end of this.
Go ahead, Joel.
I was actually, a part of me was surprised that they had her survive. And maybe that's why the ending's so effective, because in the final minutes of it before she escapes, she's lost.
Yeah.
Like, they have her at the dinner table tied down, then they put her over the barrel to finish her off. It's like, you have lost, but then somehow, through this faintest glimmer of hope, you find your way out. Laurie, again, it has to do with the agency in Halloween. She's got power and agency. And Sally,
yeah.
Sally has nothing. Like she's been through the ringer. She's been knocked out a few times once the family gets involved, and she has nothing. She has nothing at all, and just through sheer luck and having a faint window, she's able to escape.
And then just having the right truck drive by at the right moment and just hopping the back, going go 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 go.
Yep.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that trucker's still on some road in Texas, hoofing it.
That guy's like, just keep chasing that girl. I'm just gonna keep running this way.
Don't worry.
It was the girl who threw a wrench at you. It wasn't me.
But what's great about this movie is the undertone of madness that it conveys. It's almost the theme of madness. And how it's contagious. Because if you are around someone that is crazy, you will yourself become crazy. If you are put through a situation, you will go crazy. And I think that final shot really conveys that. Marilyn, whatever her name is, who plays Sally, just her look as she's laughing and screaming at the same time is one of the most haunting portrayals of an ending ever. You're like,
it's that hysteria. It's like she's just like having a full blown mental breakdown. It's just the hysteria of like laughing, crying.
Nailed it.
And then on top of that insane sound of her laughing, crying, you have the altered chainsaw sounds. Which I was going to talk about the rest of the movie. So we got to the ending, but fuck it, we're here. That last shot of him just whipping the chainsaw around. Something they tried to do in the sequel, which we'll talk about next week. Too greater. No, it does not work at all.
Okay, so like, does every chainsaw film like end with a chainsaw dance?
Did not work in 2, but in 1, man, is it effective. Like, that is just the added sound effect. Like, I don't know what they did to it. Like, they make it a little bit more sharp, like, so it hits your ears a little bit different. And they don't keep it consistent, so it kind of wobbles a little bit. So like it's so uncomfortable. And then cut that to the image of you have the screaming, crying girl in the thing, and then just Leatherface just pissed off and not knowing where to put his anger and just whipping everything around. And it's like, damn it, that is
what is even great about this, about that shot, is the shot is made to look like sunset, but really it's sun up. So he is doing this, and he is going to go about his day losing his shit, and that's what makes this movie even more frightening. He doesn't care. He lost a victim, and he's pissed.
Yeah,
it's a beautifully done shot though, with the sort of the orange sky in the background, the sun sort of
and that's rising. It's not a sunset. That's what. Oh, it's so. Ooh.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But let's dial this thing back. So we're like halfway through our episode here, but we can start kind of like going through the actual movie, because it's when you're talking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's hard not to talk about the insanity of it. But the majority of the movie is not that insane. The first half is mostly just a road trip and picking up a crazy hitchhiker, which that sequence is insane. But like when they're setting the plate of like, these are your red shirts, not the most engaging film. It's just a bunch of hippies in a van.
And they're not the best actors either.
Nope.
They're shoestring budget there.
Yeah, there's no Kevin Bacon in this crew. Like that's not that's not available. But like they do their best, and you can tell like they're fine.
No Johnny Depp.
No Johnny Depp. Nope. No Jamie Lee. There's no one in here that went on to be the next biggest name ever. Like,
not even Gunner. Gunner was like, "Yep, I'm done."
But it's fine. Like they serve their purpose, and actually by not having any of those huge names here, it makes it that level creepier. Because there's no like, I know Jamie Lee Curtis from Freaky Friday. Like these are just the people who got fucking murdered by Leatherface.
It feels like it has that more real, almost like a documentary feel to it, because you don't know who they are. It's not like you're looking at it and like you said, like, oh, there's Johnny Depp. Interesting.
No,
it's just like, who the fuck are these people?
And then I'm not sure if I ever would have picked up a Hitchhiker before seeing this movie, but after seeing it, most definitely not. The Hitchhiker sequence is just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, and
But
it's
before
the
I
whole
get to him-
sequence
right
like,
off the bat too.
Oh yeah.
Like it's such a dramatic and disturbing start. You know, you have this hitchhiker come in who can barely speak other than giggling and kind of very stunted grade schooler level speech, and you have this guy just cutting himself, like burning shit.
Yeah.
And but like the way they do it is so good. Of like the what's his name, the guy in the wheelchair, Franklin's playing with that knife, and he's like, let's see that. Ooh, look at this knife. This is really cool. And then like, here's your knife bag. Like, oh, whew. He's like, I've got a knife too. And it's like, oh shit.
It's like in his shoe, like in his sock, and you're like, that. No one who keeps a knife in their sock is ever good.
It's like a switchblade with a barber's knife or something.
Oh
it's
yeah,
rough.
and like just that reveal of like
It's like
okay,
cutthroat
we're
razor.
safe. We got the knife away from him. He's like, I got a good knife. Shit.
And it's all like grimy, and you just look at it as well. It's not like a clean knife as well. There's dried shit on it, like not literal shit, but you know, there's stuff that's dried up on there, and you're just like, oh god, what's been on that?
Oh, you just don't want to know. And then we have them start talking about head cheese, which head cheese is just disgusting. The concept of head cheese to me grosses me out. But Franklin's like, yeah, I like head cheese. It's like, dude, stop encouraging him. When somebody like that is talking about head cheese, you don't want to eat the head cheese. You don't ever want to eat head cheese, but you don't want to eat that guy's head cheese.
Right.
Like, for sure. And then, my God, like you guys can come to our house for dinner. We got head cheese if you like head cheese. It's like, we're not going to this guy's house. We're no.
And then they go there anyway.
Then they go exactly to that guy's house. But I do like the like dialing it back a little bit. Like before we pick up the hitchhiker, we have the "You're doomed" guy. I always love a good "You're doomed" guy.
The harbinger.
I believe this is the first "You're doomed" guy. But like in that whole sequence, they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna go check out this guy's family house," and they're like, "Yeah, maybe you don't. Maybe stay here and eat some barbecue. Like maybe don't go that way." And they're like, "No, we're gonna go." I was like, "Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to go that way. Like, you guys can be clearer. Like, there's a group of fucking crazy people out there, and people disappear. Don't go check out the house. They don't like.
He's one of them.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
He's literally the dad.
That's true. But
also,
I think he wanted them to stay there so he could turn them into barbecue.
But I'm saying, like, as you're watching the movie, like, if you know what he's. Yes, it's fair. Like, I'm trying to think about it, put myself in the beginning of the film. You're thinking, like, don't listen to the guy. Like, just.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if
man, peace and love. Everyone has good intentions.
I think that's a piece of it that's interesting, though, Matt, because you mentioned, well, he's trying to lead them to barbecue. I don't think he was. I think he was trying to steer him away from his operation.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we are a family of country bumpkins that feed on people. We want to just do it at our own leisure. We don't want to risk being exposed, right? Just they even talked about a string of chainsaw murders.
Yeah.
When they're doing the preamble and stuff.
And I suppose as well, like, he is pissed off at them for all the people that they brought in as well. Yeah. And, like, there's that bit where he's just yelling at the both of them, like, what's that? How are we gonna deal with all this? Like, and it's because like you said, Joel, it's too many to deal with. Like, they'll just get one of you know, like pick up a hitchhiker or something. Like, oh, thanks.
And he's
turn you into head cheese now.
He's smart enough to know that if somebody shows up at their house, Leatherface is not gonna be like, "Oh no, the place you're looking for is down the street and on the left." He's gonna hit him with a hammer and kill him. So like, so he's smart enough to be like, "Don't go look, because then I'm gonna have to deal with your dead bodies." But I'm trying to think about it like in the way of like, you don't know this area at all. It doesn't matter if your family owns this building. If you have locals being like, not a good idea, like they're not even like remotely rattled by it, which I get for the movie to happen, but.
I wanted to push back on Joel because I just had a thought though. You know, it might be, you know, he doesn't want to do this, but he marks the van. He marks the van with blood.
That wasn't
the hitchhiker who did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hitchhiker does that.
Okay.
So is that like a mark saying, "Hey, these are let's kill these guys"?
I mean,
you ever think about that?
I mean, I always think about it, but they don't really ever do anything with it.
No.
I just think he's just mad that they kicked him out of the van. He's cut his hand. He's just rubbing the blood onto the van.
I can see the case being made for it.
I always thought
from a filmmaking perspective, it made sense as sort of a precursor or foreshadowing, maybe in some way. But
for me, I always just kind of took that as like almost like a curse. Like as soon as you hit the van, they're dead. That's kind of how I always took it, but I'm not sure if that's what they're going for. I mean, Tobe Hooper does weird things in movies, so it could have been. I mean, have you guys ever seen Life Force?
Yeah, of course I've seen.
Makes some strange
great
films.
film. It's a fucking great film.
I love it, but it's weird.
It's wild.
It is. Maybe we should do that at the end of this thing.
That would be fun.
I mean, there's no chainsaws in it, so I'm not sure if we can.
But like, the funny thing is, like, the only reason he made Chainsaw 2 was because Canon allowed him to make Life Force, and they're like, okay, we'll let you do this, but you got to give us Chainsaw 2. So that's the reason you got a Chainsaw 2.
I mean, they're both great films, both very strange and very canon films. Is this is our first foray into canon, isn't it? Or do they have one of the RoboCops?
No, they didn't have one of the RoboCops. They had one of the Supermans, but we've not done that yet. I think it is the first.
Yeah, we finally
canon.
got canon. Canon, man.
Wild, absolutely insane. Like,
so moving a little bit more through the movie, because if I go down the canon rabbit hole, I'll never leave it. So I like again, kind of going to like the things that we've taken for granted now in movies, especially Platinum Dunes movies. Platinum Dunes movies just use this movie as a blueprint for everything they made. Yeah. Like we've seen this movie. It was just called Friday the 13th, the remake. Like,
and Nightmare on Elm Street.
And yeah, like they just use everything from this, which is fine. Like, because this movie's great, so I get it. But at the same time, fuck off.
That's fine. Those two films are shit anyway.
They really are. I don't mind the Friday the 13th remake. The Nightmare on Elm Street. Oof. That's
rough.
That's only made worse by Hobbs and Shaw and the Reef. Otherwise, it'd be our worst ever. The Reef. I hate that movie. Anyhow, I like the whole they need to go. The group needs to separate for some reason or another, and that's where we get Kirk and not Sally,
Pam.
Oh,
Pam.
I think
Pam.
Yeah,
and they because the whole them seeing the house sequence is fine. Like they don't really do anything with it. It just kind of shows that Franklin is pissed off that he can't go upstairs with everybody, which is understandable. I'd be pissed off too.
He can't walk.
Well, he's been like the fifth wheel the entire time.
Why are you laughing? Never mind.
That was not a clever joke. Okay.
No, it was not a clever joke. It was a joke.
Yeah.
There's nothing clever about it.
Fuck off, son of God. But like, I felt bad for him the entire
I did too.
time. Like he was a little whiny and petulant, but I probably would be too if I was with a couple of couples. One of the girls saying, "Oh, come with us," and then you're just left to sit and spin. Like it's.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree. Like
you're there.
But like this poor guy, like I would be very frustrated too. And then like he tries to have a conversation with Sally, and Sally's like, "Would you just shut the fuck up?"
Typical brother-sister relationship.
Just like, and Sally, what? Like, she's just so, like,
well, but
so done with him.
For her character, I mean, think about it. She's always having to take care of her brother.
Yeah,
and you're on a road trip. Things can, tensions get high on road trips.
Sure.
So I thought it. I mean, and it really showed a brother sister, and for her, it's you sympathize with her because she's a caretaker. And then when she has to take him through the woods, like that's a hard. She's wheeling his wheelchair in, and then when he gets faced with Leatherface, she's got no choice. Like he's dead. Yeah. Like there's no she had to run. And
she's fully able-bodied and can barely get away from him. Like this poor guy. Like there's just no chance. When
they were actually filming it, like Gunnar Hansen had to start doing stuff to slow himself down. So like he would run like, and then he'd sort of like get the chainsaw in with all the trees and everything just to slow him down because he would just catch her so quick. Even with these like the lifts he had in his shoes, which made it difficult for him to run full out as well. So
He's a terrifying person.
Yeah.
But the Franklin kill is probably the one that unsettled me the most. You know, Pam getting on the hook. I'm like, ooh, wow, that hurt. But like, dude getting chainsaw in his chair, like he was dead the moment his flashlight hit him.
Oh yeah, like that one's. I honestly think the Kirk one gets me the most.
Yeah,
just because the Kirk one is so surprising. Just like door open, there's Leatherface, and you've got a hammer in your face. Like, see you, Kirk. Bye, Kirk.
It's also like so drawn out as well with the twitch, and there's just something really unsettling about like the body twitching, because you look at it, and I mentioned it earlier, like that's the kind of stuff that like bodies would actually do if you get like a serious head injury to that extent, or shot in the head or something like that. But films never show that. Films never show all the twitching and stuff like that. And then this film's doing that, and it's just it adds that to that realism that we were talking about, with like the whole feel of this film being more like a documentary.
I think the other piece about it is the kills of Leatherface so far are so snap, right?
Well, and the sound design as well, like that.
Yeah.
That
but a lot of these other horror movies, they'll spend time kind of building up the tension in a very explicit way. Like you'll hear it in the music, in the framing of the shots. This one, it's like, okay, it's quiet and unsettling a little bit, and you're waiting for that escalation or draw up to happen. Door open, smash, drag in. Like it's so abrupt and disarming.
Oh,
there's no stalking in it. It's just like immediate.
And this sounds cheesy in a horror movie, but there's also no hope. Like it's just like you're never going to beat that guy. You are never going to beat him.
Well, and think about Jerry's too. Jerry saw it coming. He saw the sledgehammer coming down. Like, here it comes.
Yep. But like just the image of him dragging Kirk behind the door and slamming the door, it's just like, ah, damn. And then again, more movies ripping this off. That's the end of Saw.
Yeah.
There you go. Like, and that's like, it's homages. It's not a ripoff, but it's like this movie was so important to horror. And as you watch it, it's like, holy shit! I didn't realize how much.
It's like a checklist of like everything that horror films have done since then. There's in every horror film post Chainsaw, there's at least one thing that Chainsaw did in every horror film.
Yeah.
In watching all these movies and things, I've come to realize how derivative storytelling in video games are. So, like, there's a game called The Quarry, and if you played Until Dawn, it's a sort of choose your own dialogue, try to escape kind of thing through different sequences. Man, it starts as Friday the 13th, and then it turns into Texas Chainsaw Massacre with all the like underground corridors and the sort of like country bumpkin kind of family and stuff. And so it's been a funny window into that too for me.
I'm actually kind of glad we've done this one so late in our horror movie franchises, because like if we'd done it earlier, I think I would have taken it, wouldn't have appreciated it as much as I am right now. Like, I mean, I've watched these movies my whole life, but now like going through them like analytically, it's like, oh, this is kind of it's more interesting to go about it here. But diving back into this thing, so if we've killed now Pam because she shows up immediately afterwards, and poor Pam, like, man, that sequence is when this sequence is where I think people like lost their minds of violence, is seeing Pam get dragged into the house, and then you see what's behind the door. And it's just poor Kirk on a slab, just getting like, is he still kind of alive at this point? Is he still kind of like, I mean, I know he's dead because he got the thunk, but is he doing like the whole like are they? I can't remember if they.
I don't think so. There,
he's just dead.
No, I think he's dead at that point.
They're just turning him into meat, and then and Leatherface just puts her on a hook for later.
There's no blood, no blood.
No blood. I think she does a great job because she is not doing this big huge scream. It is a muted thing. Like, you've punctured me. I'm lifted by this. The oxygen is leaving my breath. So I couldn't even try to scream for help really if I wanted to. I mean, that's the funny thing about, let's say, crucifixion or something like that. You don't necessarily die by the blood loss. Sometimes it's suffocation just because you can't draw enough breath. So it felt real in that way.
It's like shock. It's like going into shock. You're just dying of shock, basically. Yeah.
And then there's the added thing to this of, again, going back to all these movies we've covered, where like, I mean, say like Jason, Michael Myers, they don't take pleasure in their kills, but they do still kind of play with it. This feels colder. He's just going to work. Yep. It's got to make my sausage. Here we go. Do. It was like there's no malice in it. It's just his everyday job. which makes it worse.
And there's no explanation. We don't get any type of explanation about why this family is a cannibal. Later films we do, but I think that takes away from what these people are just eating people. Like, and that's just what makes it so. Again,
some people are just cannibals. Yeah. Like there's no rhyme or reason behind it. They like the taste of human flesh.
Yeah,
we sort of touched upon it a little bit with Halloween. I think you guys didn't like revealing the backstory of Michael Myers. If I remember right.
Not what they created anyway.
Yeah, but this further makes the case for not giving a backstory. Like, you don't need to know the why. It just is.
Yeah, I like that. Question: we're talking about Pam, and Jerry's the one who discovers her. She's twitching when she comes out of that freezer, right? That's just a twitch. She's dead, but her body is.
She's still moaning. That he hears her. He hears her moaning.
So she's still alive?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Bit of life because she crumples over on the side of the freezer. It's like she just gave out. So.
Yeah, I think she's in the death throes right there. I don't think she's got a lot of.
Depending on where he puts her on the hook as well, she could be paralyzed, so she could be still alive but be just unable to move.
Yeah.
Because if that hook's gone through her spine,
she's just not moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's still alive. That's a mortal wound, most likely. Like she's just not.
But it's a slow death, which is probably the worst way of going.
Out and amidst of bleeding out and freezing to death.
Yeah, like if I was to choose, I'd go with Kirk. Like I want to be Kirk. Just one thump into the head. Thanks so much.
I mean,
I think I'd take Franklin over her. Like at least he's still dead super fast. I mean, it's a painful death, but he's still.
I mean, in part 2, you see that his face got sawed.
Oh yeah, like he's dead. So I'd still take that over the meat hook and freezing to death.
That's a tough. I guess that's a tough call.
I mean, we saw that it went through his face. We don't know how if it went deep enough to hit brain. Then he was gone real fast. It was a freaky death, but
It goes through the chest first, so that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but will it surprising? Actually? Like it'd be so surprising.
Maybe you just go straight into shock and you just don't feel it.
I'm still taking this over meat hook, watching my friend get skinned and turned into sausage and then dying slowly in a freezer.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people getting chainsawed to pieces and they just sort of go limp because of all the shock.
Now, is this from personal experience?
Nope. We're not going down there. No.
Don't ask questions.
All right, so
don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to, Joel.
We've talked about basically everything but the dinner scene, so we got to talk about the dinner scene. So eventually, Franklin gets, chainsawed, and then we get a solid 20 minutes. Does that sound about right?
Of torture.
Of just run the fuck away, and it's like. When I was younger and I saw this movie,
it's relentless.
It was not my favorite. Relentless. Oh my god! But like when I was younger and I saw this, I did not like this movie very much because I'm like, it's just her running away for half an hour, and it's like, as I've gotten older and I've grown to appreciate it, I'm like, it's a really, really well done running away for half an hour. Like it is relentless and and he is on her fucking heels the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Like this is hard to watch. It's like this.
So she gets to the house, then she goes into the house and finds out, it's his house. Oh shit! Like,
and then all of his furniture is people. Like, oh wow, he is. He's done this before many times.
He wants to make use of every bit of the animal.
Yeah.
You say it like that, doesn't look that bad of a guy.
Exactly. He's just very. He's very.
The animal just seems to be people. Like that's
the animal. It's people. But I like her getting the guy. Is he called the cook in this one? I know he's in the second one.
He's the
He's just Parr or something, I think.
No, his name is Drayton Sawyer.
Yeah, that's in the next one. But do we know that it's his name in this one?
They call him.
Does he actually have a name?
And the other guy's the hitchhiker, not Chop Top. But
Chop Top's a different character.
Oh,
because Chop.
Yeah, he is. Mm-mm. Yeah. The guy gets run over by the truck at the end of this one. The hitchhiker.
I thought they were supposed to be the same thing, different.
No way. That is super.
You're right.
No, the puppet that Chop Shop is like.
Hitchhiker. Yeah. I just thought it was a different iteration, but that makes sense.
The puppet in the second one that Chop Shop is like sort of dancing around with. That's the hitchhiker.
Okay.
That's Nubbins.
Okay. Thank you, Matt.
We figured it all out.
Pieced together.
But
Old Man.
cook.
He's
Old
literally
Man.
just he's just called Old Man in the
That
IMDb.
fucking guy, like, one of my favorite performances in the whole movie.
He's
I
so
love
good.
him.
Yeah.
He's so good, but just
He's
like
better
that,
in the second
you're
one.
you're gonna be fine. It's no big deal. You know that's what Grandpa's the greatest killer. One thwack and you're done. Like it's just like this is not reassuring, my guy. Like,
Well, just before that as well, where she goes like and runs to him for help, and then he's like, I'm gonna say it's okay," and then he starts hitting her with the broom to try and knock her out as well. Like,
but he can't quite do it. It's like Gurner. It's
They
just
talked
so,
a lot about how the meat processing plants use the air gun to take out the cows more humanely, and their backstory about how Grandpa had his life ruined because he did what he loved and he was good at it, and they took it away from him. And it's just a funny thing. Just one kill, right? They do take pleasure a little bit. Maybe not Leatherface, but Old Man and Grandpa and brother, they're having the time of their life watching.
Oh
this.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No one as much as Chop Top in the next one. Like he fucking loves this stuff. But like we'll get to him next week. He might be my favorite character of this entire franchise.
Oh yeah, I love
Like, I
that.
fucking love him. Fucking metal thing, eating his own. Oh.
yeah, that's there's something so creepy about that.
He's so gross.
What I love as well is like the actor who plays the hitchhiker in this one. Like he said that making this film was a worse experience than when he was in Vietnam.
Jesus Christ.
And he said that if he ever saw Toby Hooper again, he'd probably kill him.
Which is wild because he's so good in this. Like he is so creepy and just messed up. But like I remember my first time seeing this, not thinking he was going to come back, and when he came back in the movie, it was like upsetting. Like fuck, not this guy again. And like I'm just sitting on a couch in my house. Like why do I care if he's here again? But like he's just such a good job making me uncomfortable. When he comes back, I'm like, oh no. No, thank you.
I think that's the thing. Like the first time I saw this, and going back to watching it again, I was like the whole time I was like about to start watching it, going, "Oh God, I've got to deal with that hitchhiker again." Yeah. And it's not because it's like really bad. It's just there's just something off-putting and unsettling about that performance. Like it's very real. Like that there's people out there that like that hitchhikers around. That if you picked them up, they would be this weird fucking dude. I mean, like, I've seen movies. I'm never picking up a hitchhiker. If anything, I'm swerving to run them over, just to be on the safe side.
Yep.
I don't know what it is with this movie and eyes, because the eyes in this film, like these guys could not say a single thing.
Yep.
And the eyes almost of all these characters react in some way or the other that really portrays what's going on. Toby Hooper really, gets those close-ups of the eyes, but the hitchhiker's eyes, Leatherface's eyes, Sally's, Grandpa's eyes,
Grandpa's eyes.
It's just really, really nails home like the craziness of it.
Yeah,
Sally's eyes are so green as well. Like,
the
way the light. There's something about that because green isn't like a very common eye color. I think there's just something about the eyes being that green also adds to it in a weird way. Like it's like. Because it is a little bit not what's the word I'm thinking of, like just I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word. It's like something that you don't expect. I suppose you don't expect like when you go that close to the eyes for them to be that green.
Yeah,
This is also, and we talked about screaming, a lot of screaming at the end from Sally. I think this is the most effective point when she is screaming, because when they zoom in the eyes, it's not just like a blank, like, put it in camera, they look at the camera. She is emoting the entire time, and it's coming through in her eyes.
Oh yeah.
You see the pain in the eyes.
The pain, the wincing, the sort of like wide-eyed, like horror. Yeah, really well done.
So Sally gets free, and I'm still like surprised she was able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But like her running away from the house after she jumps out the window after not getting thunked by Grandpa, and she's running, and you have the hitchhiker running after her, and you can see he's zigzagging behind her. He's just playing with his food. He could have caught her at any time. it just makes it, and he's slashing at her the whole time. Like, it makes it that much harder to watch because, like, oh, she's fucked. Like, there's no way she gets away from this situation. And the only way she does is extreme luck. 2 people show up at the right time. And, well, one guy runs over the hitchhiker, so that's helpful. That takes care of half your problems. Then the Leatherface is still there, and he's trying to like get through the trucker's door. They bail out the other side. He hits him in the face with a wrench, and then he just runs away. We never hear from this guy ever again.
I don't know why they get out of the truck. Like, just drive away. Like, you know, he's not getting the chainsaw through that door, as you can see. It's not going through. Just drive away.
But man, when that last truck shows up and she gets in the back, like, what a sigh of relief. Like, just, whew, she made it. Like, holy God. It's like,
what I like as well is, it's almost like the driver of that truck didn't want to stop as well. Like, and I think there's this sort of feeling. But there's this feeling that, like, the driver, like, doesn't want this crazy lady in the back of his truck now, but he's just still driving because he's too terrified of the dudes, like, dancing around with his chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like,
which again is real, is believable. There's like, he's not like the big hero. He's like, oh, I'm coming to save you. It's like, no, get the fuck away from me. I want to get out of here. I don't want to die.
Oy, what an ending! Like, that is just such an effective ending. Like, it's like one of those things where, like, when the credits hit, you have that moment of like almost shock of like, the hell did I just watch?
Yeah, because like, it is just it's that sort of to the end as well. Like, there's just there's no kind of like resolution. It's just you just watching it, and then all of a sudden it's just cut.
He's still
cut
out
to
there.
black.
Yeah, he's still there, and mostly fine. He has a cut on his leg, but mostly fine. Yeah. Now we know from watching the sequel that what happens here is he goes, well, got to go to crime scene cleanup duty, and he goes home and cleans up absolutely everything. So there's no trace about it whatsoever for 13 years. But that's an in between movie that we don't get.
I think like the 13 years in between, though, they're still taking people and turning them into food for definite.
Mean, probably, given like we see the house in the next one, but like we'll get to it next week. It's fine. We've covered this one, and we're at an hour, so we've done a good job covering this one. Should we move into quotes or kills? If you have kills, there's not a lot of kills in this one, so if you don't have them for this one, that's okay.
I've got a quote.
Okay. Now we'll want to go first then.
Fair.
That's a good
that
one.
happened in the movie.
Oh, a few times.
Did you have an actual quote? Or are you just going for the rin-din-din?
No. Like my quotes, like I wrote down was Sally and chainsaw sounds.
That's fair. That's fair. Joel, did you have one?
Kind of. So there's this band I like called Murder by Death, and they have a concept album about the devil sort of taking down a small town in Mexico, and people dying trying to resist against it. And it shares a tagline with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre: "Who will survive, and what will be left of them?" And I've always liked that phrase.
That's a good one. That's a good album. Is that the album with his brother on it?
No, that's the next one. In Boca al Lupo.
That's it. That's my favorite song by them. Ryan, you got a quote?
I have a quote to death. I
Okay.
always thought that, and this is one of those things where, it's not. It's it's Franklin. I mean, I've never watched a horror movie and felt so bad for someone because of how defenseless they were, and it happened so fast. Like I just can't wrap my head around it. Like, there's no pursuing of the victim. It's, oh, there he is. Oh, I'm dead. Like it really removes you from the situation. So, and then of course my line is from Franklin. I think we just picked up Dracula. Rest in peace, Franklin.
Like, it just says it to the guy. Like, the guy's right there as well.
Oh yeah.
Right to him.
I guess if I had to pick a kill, I think I'd still go with Kirk. Like, it's just so, like, what a start.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Like what you're watching with the way they kill Kirk right out of it. It's like, okay, buckle up, folks. It's not going to get better.
I think that is probably the best kill in the film because it is just so instant.
Yeah.
It's just that you just say that that sort of that sound of his skull being caved in, and it's just one.
Yep, that's it. He's fucked.
Yeah.
It's in our opening. It's in our opening thing. Which is great.
And then, like the twitching of the body, like the sound design of the twitching as well. Like you just hear it, just like the.
It's rough, man. But my quote has to be, "Look what your brother did to the door. Ain't he got no pride in his home?"
So good. Like his just like his ranting is so good. Like you can tell that he's just fed up of this as well. Like there's always something when he comes home. Like
just like your brother and his fucking chainsaw, man.
You can tell it's
look what he did with the door. Goddamn.
Yeah, like this. It's that thing that like. We'll get into it next week. Like next week, they're like, all right, we understand the first one's intense. We should probably be a little funnier. This movie still has its sense of humor. It just doesn't know how to show it as well. And like that moment of look what your brother did to the door, man, it was a laugh I needed.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have any pride in his home? No,
the thing is, like,
it's not.
The old man reminds me of the shouting people in South Park who are like, they took your jobs, do kind of stuff. It's just that really, it's that really kind of like exacerbated, sort of like almost like high pitched, annoyed sort of tone.
All right, so I think we've done it. We've Texas Chainsaw Massacred, at least for the first one. And we've got how many more movies to go?
8.
Yeah. Longer horror franchise. As it is with most horror franchises, there's going to be some ups and downs. But we get Alexandra Daddario in a movie at some point. We all love her. She's great. She and I share a birthday. Got to get that out there.
She's semi-shirtless.
I honestly have not seen this one. I just know that she's in one later. So okay, great. We have Matthew McConaughey coming up.
That's fun.
That's a fun one. Renee Zellweger's in that one too, right?
2 Oscar winners in one movie.
Yep,
and it's one of the worst ones.
We've got
Next Generation or Return or whatever. Because that's the one that's got like 2 titles as well.
Yeah, it's the Return of the Next Generation.
Yeah, that's a weird one, but it's a good time. And then we've got the first of like the Platinum Dunes remakes. That's coming our way too. So there's gonna be some fun times.
So I'm guessing that's gonna be very yellow, is it?
Yeah, it's very yellow, very very yellow. That's the one that I think Joel and I saw together in theaters. Where in that one the chainsaw is a fucking lightsaber, man. Like they can take off limbs like nothing. Just zip. So that'll be a fun one.
Vigo's in 2 weeks.
Vigo's in 2 weeks. Yeah, we get Vigo.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
He's a good
one. I want to say Viggo Morgenstein just because of It's Always Sunny. Viggo Morgenstein. God, It's Always Sunny's a good show. All right, quick round of plugs. We be sure to check out our YouTube channel where we've been doing a lot of the car thoughts. I have a running video series right now, which is still going when this comes out, of reviewing all the Peacemaker episodes. Those have been coming out, which has been a lot of fun. The season has been a lot of pretty good. Could be better. We'll see how it ends.
No spoilers. I still haven't seen it yet.
It's just the pacing. I honestly think by watching it the way you're going to watch it, where you don't have to wait week to week, I think it'll be a better watch. Watching it week to week, it's just not been. You can feel the filler episodes. Yeah, it has the Marvel TV show vibe of like, this would have been a really good movie or an okay TV show. I wish you just made the movie. But was in there still good? You guys like Peacemaker, you'll have a good time with it. So I'd say just still give it a shot.
I kind of feel like the first season was a little bit like that though. Like there was a. I think it's definitely a better experience if you just binge it all in one go, or as close to all in one go as you can do.
I think the first one you watch in batches, like the first 3 episodes, then like the middle 3, like it works like that. This one, it's just kind of like it starts really strong the first episode, then kind of waffles for a while. Then the last 3 have been really good, but I'll let you get to it. We'll get to it. And watch my reviews if you've been up to date, because I spoil it like crazy. But otherwise, we have a lot of reviews going up there. I know Brock has, if it's not out by now, it's coming out soon. He does a 20-minute breakdown on the recent ongoings of Xbox. And I have not watched it yet, but he says it gets emotional because Brock loves Xbox. He and I fought about it for years because I don't love Xbox. And now Xbox is proving me right Sorry, Brock.
Oh.
But that's all we've got for plugs, unless you guys have anything else.
Twitch.com/Lolmanade with a 0 at the start. I've been plugging in Vampire Survivors whenever Kelly or I decide we want to play a round or two. Check it out.
You finally got me to play that game. I mean, I played it for years now, and I've just finally gotten past the hump, and then I finally unlocked the little skeleton dude, and now I love the game.
Yep.
Little skeleton dude is great.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he rules.
Just throwing his bones everywhere.
Yeah. There is a level you'll find called the Bone Zone eventually, just to prepare yourself.
Well, I just found Whiteout, which has big fucking dogs that like punch you from the other side of the screen with like their boxing tails, and I'm like, what the fuck are these things? And I can't kill them. I've tried so hard to kill them, and they just don't die.
You're not quite there yet. It's okay. You'll get there.
I don't enjoy the pacing of this game, but it's still fun. All right, tune in next week as we jump into Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. The tonal shift is extreme.
Good way to put it.
Yeah. All right. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, we both did that.
Saw you later.
No.